kind of intense and plays hard. And I think he'll be, will give us some good depth at the center position. I think will be a big help when he starts playing again.
Were you able to get any update on Josh Norris?
No, Josh is the same. I think just kind of evaluation day to day, and we'll see. I think he probably saw our doctor today, but I didn't get any results yet.
Chance that he could play tomorrow?
I would doubt it. I don't think he hasn't skated since the injury.
Is there any update on Forsberg with the groin?
Forsberg's getting MRI done now, so we should know more this afternoon, I guess, once we get the results from it.
Jacques, when it comes to Shane Pinto, how long do you think it's going to take for him to get back in the lineup when he is eligible?
Well, I think he'll be able to get in the lineup when he's eligible. I think he's been skating for quite a while now. It's just that he may need some time for the adjustment of, not just practicing playing games, but, I think he's a young player with a lot of energy, and I think it may take a while when a player usually misses training camp. It takes a little while for them to get the right timing once you get into the game competition, but I think he'll be able to join us once the date that he's allowed to.
What kind of a spark will he give, not maybe only on the ice, but just to the aura of this team right now?
Well, I think it will be a good spark. I think his teammates, he has a good relationship with his teammates. I think I've never coached him, but I heard a lot of good things about him that, I think there's a lot of kidding around with him, and so I think that'll be real positive.
Have you had chats with him?
I had a chat with him before we left, so I think he's a kid that seems to have a good understanding of what the expectations are from him, and I think will help our hockey club.
How do you get this turned around?
Well, I think it's a process. I think first of all, I think I'm seeing some positive sign when I look at the last 3 games. I've told the team after the game that we've done some good things. I think we're building each game. I feel that we've beaten ourselves the last 3 games. We've had lapses where other teams have taken advantage, whether some games it's been our special teams, but I feel that we're getting better, and it's something that we just got to work at it on a daily basis, and being more persistent at playing the game that we played in the third period last night. I think we need to have that emotion and that engagement that's required to be successful.
One of the things you wanted to bring when you took over is one of the things you talked about was details and structure. Where do you feel like you're at on that front?
Well, we're making progress, but we still need to be better. I think part of the issue that we have right now is that we don't have a lot of practice time because of the number of games that we're faced with. Like today, for instance, is a day in between games where you travel, you come back. So it's mainly like a pregame skate because the game at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So we've done a lot of work with video, but I think as we get a chance now with the week home, we'll have a chance to have maybe 2 or 3 good practices next week, and I think that will help as we get to practice certain things and put into place as far as system, but also as far as the pace of the practice and closer to the game, and making sure that we pay attention to details.
One of the things you mentioned was you want to give confidence to players as well. I saw you had a little chat with Claude after practice as well as with Tim Stützle. What kind of things do you tell players like that to give them just a boost of their ego?
Well, I think it's a different situation for each player. I think Claude's been has given us a lot of leadership. I think he's helped to Chuck a lot in that department. I think he's a veteran player that comes from another organization, has been around the league, and I think he's competed very well for us. With Tim, I think I like his game better the last couple of games. I think he's making some progress. He's an elite player, and I think that sometimes it's just learning to manage your own expectations. This is a real good league, and you're not going to score every night, or you can have a great game and no points to show for it. So you got to look at with Tim. I think it's sometime, I think he's been better at recognizing certain situation, and I think he's making some progress. I'm not worried about him. I think he's a great player, and I'm sure he's going to be a big help to this organization.
Is it easy for when a guy's that young for him to get caught in a trap where they try to do too much?
Yeah, sometime for sure, Bruce. I think especially when they care a lot. I think sometimes you want to take it upon yourself to be the difference maker, and sometimes when you try to do too much, it's not the most effective way. Sometimes less is better. So I think at some point, I think that was a factor, but I think he's working through that, and I like the direction that he's going.
Forgot to ask you, Chartier good to go tomorrow, or is that?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
It's going to depend after the results of today, how he's doing.
Okay.
Okay.